kick this away to get us going here. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to...
Breaks into the clear. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. A solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Play action here on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Nice grab. It's Davidson. They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now from the 37.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
second down after that run on the previous play. Hunter takes the toss, runs to his left. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Make the stop, but then lose the football to the 16. It'll be first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. He'll hand it off. He finds some space. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooners.
He's in the clear. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No chance to catch him there. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. What a grab by the sophomore.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Sack. This is going to be really difficult. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. And the Tigers will crank up the tempo.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. He's going to test the secondary. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The Tigers bring their punt team onto the field. Fielded near the 20. Continues to fight for yards. The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big game. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. And the Sauk were able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here. First down, looking for more now. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. First down here for this offense. And through one quarter, let's see how the quarterback's stats stack up. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Ball handed off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. On the move now. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. The pass rush closing in. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a 2-possession game.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Some positive signs in that last drive, but it stalled. They had to settle for a punt. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Ready?
Back to throw. It's St. Clair. That's caught. It's Brown. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Pass caught. 2nd down now. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, And by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. About time this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Let's it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but not before gaining 1st down yardage to the 22.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Catch made on the out route.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Clemson. See if they can convert the point after.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the return will be brought down. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They need something out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. And he's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Finding space at the 20. Now here he goes. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you Get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here.
Breaks into the clear. Past the 20. At the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Sooners. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
They'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
A lot of times, this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here, the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
QB to the tight end for a completion. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back to throw again. He escapes the pocket. He's looking to scramble. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. First and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves left, out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. And they hand it off to the back. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. The Tigers will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Incompletion makes it second down and 10 from the 27. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. It's a quick grab. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
You know, on third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half, leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. And the return starts just inside the end zone.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the...
He's in the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
To the air, it's Wolf. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Incompletion makes it second and short.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner. They'll stop him for a loss.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
That moves the football to the 27 in the first half. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it 2nd down and 14 here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, you always got to beware of that jet sweep. They stopped him this time with minimal damage, but awareness and eye discipline is key. Good job keeping him short of that 1st down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Grab down the middle, it's Smith. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Tigers will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
The Tigers hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the defense says not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Meyers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They'll test the right side here. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game. That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. It's a run to the left. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll use the ground game here. Tackle made after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Back to throw. It's Wolf. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling in the faith he has in his guys.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. He could go. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
He'll hand it off. brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll ride the back again here. First down and more. He's still running. Breaking free at the 35. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now, instead of a nice gain, we're going backwards with that penalty call. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Scanning the field. It's St. Clair. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Second after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Up 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Makes a quick grab. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
Game sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Looking for a man. On the move now. Touchdown, Tigers. The quarterback takes it in himself.
What a threat to this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw. It's Wolf. Throws to the tight end. Catch made. A lot of space now. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He escapes the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. The misfire in the pass as time in the period runs out. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll hand it off. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Running play called on 3rd and short. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
He shreds the tackle. The Sooners look to keep this drive moving.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wolf. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Oh, and another incompletion.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. And the Tigers come to the line to run the hurry-up. They're going to run it here. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Rolling the dice a bit, up 1 possession and going for it on 4th down. Again, thrown out of the RPO and it's complete. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's St. Clair. There's a screen pass to the running back. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. The ball is caught, and they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Cut quickly. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Moves out of the pocket. And they'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Looks like Clemson will have the first down. That was clutch. Should be enough to secure this upset. And, Kirk, we talked about this matchup late in the season. Big implications, and the lower-ranked team has emerged as one of the teams to beat now looking ahead of the playoffs.
It was exactly what they needed to put them in control of their destiny the rest of the way. A key win that should, at the very least, lock them in for a playoff spot and put them in the good mindset the rest of the season.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Nowhere to run up the middle. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Dropping back. It's St. Clair. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Now he's bringing it back. He's at the 50. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A long-distance defensive touchdown. Wow.
Whoa, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. They'll tackle him right at the 31. The offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Grab down the middle. It's Rodgers. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Could take it all the way. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down.